Welcome to the iSuite software. This segment will go over the features of the Toric Planner. The Toric Planner software allows for the entry of toric lenses along with cylinder correction information and the ability to utilize 5 different toric calculators with iSuite version i9.6 or higher. To confirm the version of iSuite, click on the question mark and select About iSuite. In bold print, you will find the version you are currently running. If you are running an older version of iSuite, you may want to update your software so that you have access to all of the features mentioned in this video. To activate the Toric Planner, click on Tools and select Options Manager. In the License field, enter the code provided. Click on Save License. A checkmark should appear next to the selection for Toric Calculator in Surgery Planner. Then click on Close. To set up your surgeon's preferences, click on IOL and then choose Incision Manager. Enter the surgeon's preferred surgically induced astigmatism or SIA. Then enter incision size and preferred incision location for the right eye and then for the left. If your practice has multiple surgeons who do not utilize the same SIA or incision locations, you may benefit from setting up your Lenstar in a multi-user mode. This setup will be covered in a separate video and is available upon request. Be sure to click OK to save. Now would be a good time to close the software to ensure all changes register within. This would also be a good time to reference the video on how to enter a toric lens. You may also refer to the instructions on how to import lens files provided along with this video. After reopening the software, you can enter your toric lenses in the IOL editor. You may want to pause this video until you have entered all of the toric lenses. After entering toric lenses, you may want to modify your calculation templates. Choose a patient with some astigmatism and click on the IOL icon to begin a new calculation. Then click on the Calculation tab. Here, templates can be modified to include toric calculations, or a new toric template may be created. Let's create a new toric template. In the first drop-down, choose a toric lens that was entered, and in the second drop-down, choose a formula. The formula chosen here will dictate which toric calculator populates to the right. When you choose Barrett in conjunction with a toric lens, you will see the Barrett toric calculator auto-populate alongside the suggested IOL power and offering a quick overview of the anticipated residual astigmatism as well as the IOL placement. When you choose a toric lens in conjunction with the Hill plus Abulafia-Koch, the Abulafia-Koch toric calculator will populate. Choosing Olsen in conjunction with the toric lens will produce an Olsen toric calculator. However, any other formula will produce an older commercial calculator. The difference between the first 3 calculators mentioned and the commercial calculator is the posterior cornea. The commercial calculator does not take into consideration any adjustments for the posterior cornea. However, the first 3 toric calculators mentioned compensate for the posterior surface of the cornea by predicting its effects on the total corneal astigmatism. Be sure to save your templates when you have finished your modifications. For your post-refractive patients, you will also be able to utilize the Barrett TrueK toric calculator. First, in the Measurement Data tab, enter the post-refractive information. Then click on the Calculation tab. Here you can modify your existing post-refractive template to include toric lenses with the Barrett TrueK formula. This will produce the Barrett TrueK toric calculator to the right. On the right side of each toric calculator is a Surgery Planner icon. By clicking on this icon, the Surgery Planner will open and display a full-color image of the eye if you have a white light Lenstar with a serial number of 2000 or higher. Older green light Lenstars with a serial number of 1999 or lower will have a darker image with a green haze. Within this image, the IOL overlay with the recommended axis placement is displayed, along with the flat and the steep keratometry meridians, and an adjustable incision location. Here you will also find 3 predictions for cylinder correction. When a non-toric model is included in your toric lens information and the calculator is predicting a non-toric lens, here you will be able to see a toric correction with a flipped axis. If you have more measured astigmatism, you will see 3 toric lens options. Included within the software is the ability to adjust image settings. Using the blue arrow in the top left corner of the display, you can scroll through the various images that were taken during the scan to find the best image you wish to utilize. By clicking the image settings and choosing the option called Equalize, the image chosen will become brighter. This feature is useful only for white light Lenstars. If you have a green light Lenstar, you may opt to adjust brightness, contrast, and color controls to enhance vessels or other landmarks to point out that may be helpful in orientation during surgery. Other tools are available in the Overlays tab to place an arrow, a circle, or angle overlay on the image to map out helpful landmarks on the sclera or iris. The Incision Location Optimizer allows the user to move the incision to locations that offer the least amount of residual astigmatism. The surgical planner can be printed and taken to surgery or saved as the last page of the calculation template. To print without saving, click on the printer option in the upper left-hand corner of the display. To save, click on OK on the bottom right, and you will find that the last page of your template will now include the surgery planner that you have opened. Notice here you will have a summary of your measurements along with both the IOL power prediction and the toric calculations. For those surgeons who operate superior to the patient and wish to flip the image for orientation, the same summary appears inverted at the bottom of the display for easy reference. This concludes the toric planner training. Thank you for choosing Haag-Streit.